Well, hello there. Welcome to my house. So when you enter the front door, you do have a pretty decent sized entrance area where normally we have our shoes here because the kids run in and leave all their shoes and backpack here. So I usually have to clean that up. The house does have 2 floors. So downstairs we do have a guest bedroom, a full bath, a laundry room, and a playroom, as well as access to the garage. Our main sleeping quarters, all of our bedrooms, is actually behind that door over there, but I'm not going to film it just because of the privacy of my children. I don't want to film their sleeping quarters. Now, to the left of the entrance, we do have a bathroom over here, which is pretty decent size. Now, I wanted to change out the vanity plus the mirror because the previous owner really enjoys matching the mirror with the vanity. I'm pretty sure it was like a set, and then he just chose it because all of our bedrooms have kind of a similar theme going on, whether it's a different color sink with the same matching mirror. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of it, but I also don't want to splurge and spend money on a different vanity yet, so I'm just holding out. It works for now, so I'm just leaving it as is. Before I walk in some more, can we take a moment to, I don't know if the camera can show this, it's kind of bright outside, how thick this front door is? I mean, this is probably 3 or 4 inches. In the States, I think our front door would probably be like this thick, and that's it. So once you enter, there is a separate area for our living/dining room. This whole area here is our dining area. And then we really enjoyed the open concept living in the States, so we had to find a house that had a similar feel to it. Now this thing here looks a little strange. We actually had the furniture custom made, and so we had this one made for behind the sofa, but after it came we realized we didn't really like the look of it anymore, and we wanted a console right behind the sofa, so they had to make a new one, or we ordered a new one, and then we just have this frame left, which we're just going to put another piece of wood just similar to that, but it's going to be lower, and we're going to probably put this in the garage or somewhere. I'm not quite sure where we're going to put it yet. So back to this dining room area. We wanted a table that could seat 10 people. I have a family of 5, and then if my husband's family comes, they usually come in a group of 6. So we figured 10, a table that fits 10 is comfortable. Usually the baby will sit elsewhere. So we wanted a table long enough for that. And I absolutely adore this table. You can just tell it's solid wood, it's well constructed, and I love these seats as well. They're super comfortable, and I got to choose the color of them. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like a beigey, off-white. There's different patterns, kind of like a tweed pattern almost. But I absolutely love them. So you're probably thinking, Josie, you have 3 young kids. Why on earth would you choose such a light color? And I feel you, I completely understand. Luckily, I was able to find a concoction online, which is a mixture of Dawn dish soap, baking soda, water. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And so you mix it all together in a spray bottle, and then you spray the stain, and I promise you, I have actually gotten a lot of stains out, and these chairs look pretty brand new. I mean, we've had the chairs now for a few months, and so far so good, knock on wood. So that's my mixture for if you have 3 kids and they ruin everything, because I've used them now. I've used that mixture on my sofa, on the rugs, and it's worked out well. But yeah, you have to be brave, and you have to have a lot of patience if you want to have light color furniture. But in my previous house, I had a gray sofa, and I'm pretty sure I had a white chair. Yeah, I had white dining room chairs, but they were kind of like this faux leather material that you can wipe off easily. But here I wanted to be an adult and have some lighter color furniture. All right, so over here is kind of like our beverage area. Every morning, my husband and I have a cup of coffee there. I have my tea. Then we have a built-in refrigerator, like a beverage refrigerator. We actually had this whole piece, well, we had all of our furniture custom made, but we had this piece in mind to fit this beverage cooler because we had one in the States and we absolutely loved it and we used it all the time. So we wanted to make sure that we were able to get one here, and we were. So it fits like all the beverages. Usually I like to have it stocked up, but we had a party recently, so it doesn't have as many as I usually like to have. But and the kids are actually really good at not grabbing drinks whenever they're not allowed to. Usually we have drinks like on special occasions, really. So when I stock it, it usually lasts a while until I have friends and family over. So this area is our family room area. We definitely wanted a specific type of couch that could seat our family comfortably plus other guests. So we can easily, like 2 people can share this, but usually only 1 person. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people comfortably sitting here with, you know, room to spare. Or we can easily fit, you know, 6, maybe 7 people here. So it's really functional because these chairs over here can actually pull out. So these seats over here can pull out to actually kind of make it into a semi-lounge chair. So this one does it and this one does it too. Just because, as we all know, whoever gets to lay on here is like, I consider the winner because they get the best spot. But we wanted to make sure that everybody was able to enjoy sitting and watching TV for a long period of time. So you just pull those out and then you can sit comfortably. Then we also had this piece made here. We wanted an area to hold drinks if we wanted to. Given we've actually never really put drinks on it because I try to either drink it while holding it and not resting it. But it is here in case you need to. So what's also nice too, you can actually move this. Hopefully you can see me. I know it's so bright over here, but you can actually move this, or you can remove it completely off. And underneath is storage. I know it's, you know, pretty common to have something like that in the States, but to find something like this in Portugal is hard. Actually, to find a couch like this is hard because all the ones I've seen have been like super modular, like very, very modern, which is cool, but I wanted something like comfy and I can kind of jump on the couch and feel comfortable, and that's something that it was hard to find. So that's why I had all the furniture made. And I'll leave a link below with who I had everything made. They came here, they made it. I, you know, chose the color, I chose the style, I chose every little detail, like this ottoman. They asked me what dimensions I wanted and then what type of, you know, like if I wanted storage underneath or whatnot. So I told them everything I wanted, plus I wanted this coffee table to be able to sit on top of it. So they made everything customized to what I wanted. Plus all the furniture, like all the wood pieces, all match, which is really important. Sorry, I'm like using the big camera today and it's just not focusing. Anyway, so we had this wood piece installed. So before it was just, you know, regular concrete wall, but we wanted to warm up the space by adding some wood. So I have this large 2-panel, hopefully you can't really see the line in the middle, but I have 2 panels of wood that were installed. We have this pretty large sized TV. I don't remember the dimensions of the TV, but it's pretty decently sized. And then we have a console, which these 2 panels here, you pull down and then it reveals some shelving inside. Now over here, we have a nice wood burning fireplace, which I'm happy about because we can still have real wood, a real wood fire if we wanted to. We didn't use this for the winter time yet because we actually didn't move here until the beginning of March. One thing I forgot to mention too on this side, So do you see this glass wall here, or glass wall here, and the glass door? So this same idea used to be on this side as well. So there was a glass door with a glass insert that you close the door, you can close both doors to, you know, separate the dining room with the kitchen and the hallway. But we wanted to open it up because we didn't want so much glass in the house. So we kept this just for privacy reasons. And then we had this one installed. So we removed all the glass, and we had these wood panel, I guess not wood slats almost, installed in its place, and I absolutely love it. That door that's open right now is not giving it justice, so let me close that door. So there, I close the door, and I hope you guys can see the vision I wanted, or the vision I had. I just wanted it to feel like an open kitchen too, just because the kitchen is a little bit smaller than what I'm used to in the States, but I wanted to brighten it up. So let's go into the kitchen. So here is my kitchen area. So let's start off on this side. I usually keep these curtains open, but again, I wanted to keep my house a little secluded, so I closed it up. But when you open these curtains and you actually see out in this open balcony terrace area, you can actually see the ocean from San Martino. Well, that's the bay, but you can kind of see the two hills or the two mountains. I don't know what they're considered. I guess mountains, hills, or whatever. Anyway, you can see San Martino on that side over there, and you can also see kind of a little bit of Fage and along there. So it has an amazing view, but I just want to be a little secluded. But anywho, so this built-in kitchen table, I don't know what you want to consider a kitchen bar. I don't know what you want to consider it. But the kids will sometimes eat breakfast on here, and yeah, it makes my life easy. So this whole kitchen here, oh, this was something. Okay, all right, so let's just sit you down and tell you everything I did with this kitchen. So I'm going to see if I can come up with a video I took of this kitchen before we moved in. This whole kitchen was so different before. The cabinets were this taupey brown color cabinets, like a glossy finish with silver handles. This countertop plus the backsplash was this black granite. So overall, the kitchen was really dark for what I wanted, and I told my husband when we moved, or even if we didn't move to another country, I told my husband, if we were to move out of this house, I definitely want an all-white kitchen, because that was like my next thing. My previous kitchen, we had darker, like espresso cabinets with a white countertop, but I always regretted it because I'm like, oh, if this kitchen would have been so great with an all-white kitchen, because I had dark floors too. So I knew going in here I was going to pretty much gut the whole kitchen, and we did. So the same designer and the interior designer, whatever you want to consider them, who made my furniture actually redid my kitchen too. So they repurposed the kitchen cabinets, thankfully, and were able to paint it white. Then we bought new hardware, and we changed the countertop to this really cool, like marble-esque, I think it's called, I don't know I can't remember what the name is. It's a nest though. So we love this. The only thing that, I mean, I'm not too mad, but I'm like, it would look so much better. They had to cut the countertop into different pieces and lay it out this way versus having one big slab, which I know you can't really have one big slab, but they have, I want to say there's like there's 3 slabs or 4 slabs, because it is a waterfall effect. So you do see the lines, which I'm not, again, a big fan of, but I mean, overall, I love the kitchen, so I can't complain. Another thing about this kitchen that I absolutely needed was This American fridge. I know, it is crazy, but I have this massive fridge here. I'll try to open it if it's not too messy inside, but they used to have a really small fridge on the left-hand side, probably maybe 3/4 of the size here, where it was a stackable fridge. I don't know what you would consider, where the freezer is on top, or was the freezer on the bottom? I don't remember, but it was smaller. It was, you know, not as wide as ours. And the fridge, like the freezer portion, was really small for a family of 5, because funny enough, the previous owner did have 3 girls too, or does have 3 girls. So he did tell us that the freezer was limiting, but they also had a deep freezer downstairs. So we knew we needed a bigger fridge because I cook a lot, I like to eat a lot. We have 3 kids, so we needed a big fridge. So we redid this whole area here to fit this fridge. So we moved, I believe the oven and the microwave was in the middle, the fridge was on the left-hand side, and there was like a little bar area over here. Again, I'll try to find the video and I'll insert it. But we moved everything over, we shifted everything over, and we had to run water from the fridge to the freezer so that we can have an ice dispenser. And yes, it is like the typical American ice dispenser where you have cubed water and crushed ice. Then you also, I don't know why there's Wi-Fi. I've never used the Wi-Fi thing before, but it does tell you the temperature inside. Yeah, all this stuff I've never used, so I don't know if it's really anything particular or anything special about it. I don't even know, I don't even use any of that stuff. Don't judge me on my freezer or my fridge, but it's pretty massive. And no, I did not clean my fridge before this. So this is how my fridge kind of always looks. There's always leftovers. I do need containers in my fridge so that we can pull out, like I have a yogurt one, cheese, what is this? Cheese, and then I have like jams and jar stuff, like hot dog or deli meats over there, some veggies, and then of course we have the sides where I have all my sauces, my better than bouillon. If you're coming from the States, definitely get this if you love it, because you can't find it here. You can find it in England, but it's like the smallest little thing for like 3 times the price. Not worth it. Then I have my drinks. Yes, I do have Hershey's syrup that I got from Lisbon in the American store. I'm able to find maple syrup, Philadelphia cream cheese, like American stuff that you would find in America, you can find here too. And Asian products too. So you can see it's really big. And then my freezer is also very big too. The drawers all come out. It's a great freezer. I gotta show you my ice cream obsession. I know, I love ice cream. I don't really eat it that much though, but I try to get small sizes of things, believe it or not. Like this one's super small that I get from Lidl. Most of my ice cream I get from Lidl, and because, well, I love the fact that they have like small sizes of everything. Like, look at this little, I mean, they're great. They're great portion size for kids and for adults. All right, so this really, really tall cabinet next to my freezer, or next to my fridge, is just shelving for everything and anything I put in here. So a lot of baked stuff or foods or whatever, or breakfast. For the kids, we usually have breakfast in these 2 drawers. They'll open up, they'll grab whatever they need, and then they'll go and eat. I always call it fend for yourselves, because I need to sleep a little bit longer, at least lay in bed and kind of relax from like when I first wake up, I like to just like surf the net and everything. So my kids, thankfully, are old enough that they can go and get their own milks and breakfast foods, and they don't have to wake us up. So I can get changed, and yeah. Anywho, so I'm going to show you now probably the best part of this house. So we are in I call it my glass room. Some other people have different names for it, but this is my favorite part of the house. I actually sit in here probably in the afternoons when it kind of calms down from the sun, like when the sun's about to go down, because sitting in here does get really, really toasty because it feels like you're under like a magnifying glass because it does get really warm here and the sun does beat down. But I love these hanging chairs. They're just so comfortable. I usually just sit here and relax and watch the kids play in the pool. I mean, how can you not love this view? So we did want to get outdoor seating that seats at least 6 people for at least our family, or the adults can sit here and have breakfast, lunch, dinner, or whatever, and the kids can eat inside. And so lastly, I want to take you over to my garden. As you guys know, I absolutely love to garden, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted a lot of land, which I don't have a lot of land, so I wanted to show you how I garden. So I'm doing a lot of container gardening right now. It looks like a hot mess, but I promise you it'll all come together. So I have my squash over here, which is yellowing. I've been searching high and low why it was yellowing, and I believe it's because it's due to a lack of magnesium, like Epsom salt. And it's hard to find Epsom salt here, so I had to order magnesium online, and it arrived today, so hopefully I can save my zucchini plants or squash plants. Courgettes, whatever you want to call them. I have a red bell pepper, I have some serrano peppers growing, I have cucumber plants, which I was trying to be frugal and make this like little trellis like with yarn contraption because I didn't want to spend, I don't know how much it was for an actual trellis, but I realized that it's not going to hold much longer. So I have some tomato plants, which looks really sad. I do need to water it, but this area just gets so much sun and it's so hot all the time that I just need to water like every day, sometimes twice a day, because it's just so hot. I have another squash zucchini. Oh, this zucchini. This one's a zucchini plant. This one's a zucchini plant. I promise you this one's alive. It's just, again, super hot. And it's like a moody teenager. And then I have a variety of container plants here. Same thing, squash, zucchini, tomatillos. But I am actually building, you can't see it right now, but I'm going to be building a raised garden bed right here. So I'm going to transplant all these into that raised garden bed, I think. We'll see. Over here I have a jalapeno plant. Hopefully you guys can see everything. I have a blueberry plant. I have a ginja plant here, ginja cherry tree. More tomatillos. Okay, so funny story about these tomatillos. Apparently you need 2 for it to pollinate and produce fruit. So I figured, why stop at 2 and let's just do 20. I had to hand these away like nobody's business because I don't even know if I like tomatillos. I found a recipe that sounded good. So I was like, oh, okay, I can't find tomatillos here, so let's just grow it. And I soon realized that tomatillos grow very well here, and I'm actually quite surprised how well it's growing. So yeah, I don't have a lot of tomatillos. So if you know me, if you want some tomatillos, let me know. I have some string beans here. I have a peach tree here that's doing really well, so it really enjoys this nice shaded area. And then I have this huge, pretty decent sized garden, raised garden bed. My father-in-law actually built this. So thanks to him, I'm able to have a raised garden bed, and I'm trying to do square foot gardening. I have a lot of tomato plants here. I have some green beans, some daikon radishes, Thai basils, cucumbers. What else do I have? I have some marigolds here. I don't remember what else I have. I started throwing stuff in here and I probably shouldn't have, but I have another cucumber. So I don't really know what's gonna, oh, I have some green onions, like scallions growing some underneath there. Yeah, so actually I have a lot in here. So hopefully this won't be too crazy the next month. I have a cherry tomato tree, or the cherry tomato plant. It's going to be a tree because it's so big. I have, this one is either, oh, this one's a clementine. tree. So funny story, you see this lettuce here. It's because I ran out of pots. So I threw the lettuce in with this plant, this tree, and it's done really well, and I actually need to get it before it bolts. I have some more tomato plants here because you know I love tomatoes apparently. I have some really sad looking jalapenos. So I don't know if you can see this, it's really bright out, but it's really sad looking. I don't know. I put some fertilizer in it. I think it didn't like it. So I'm hoping for the best. I have some more green beans. And then behind me, which I'm not going to show, because again, I don't want to show too much of where I live. College is a small area. I have all of my trees, all my fruit trees. Anyway, so this is my house. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and so I'll see you in the next video. Bye!